some hard-hitting action coming up tonight in the Axis Football League. Today's game is shaping up to have quite an impact on the playoff picture. I know we'll have a lot of folks interested in what happens. Let's get things going here in lucky Week 13. Here comes the kicking team. The kick is off. He is picked up and brought down. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. There's a flag on the play. It looks like the offense jumped a bit early there. And they'll accept the penalty. First down, 9 yards to go. He steps back to pass. Finds a target on the left side of the field. Snyder makes the catch, and the tackle will be made by Burke. They covered a lot of ground on that play. First and 10.
Go!
Snyder takes the handoff. And the tackle will be made by Burke. That gets us to second down. Pittsburgh gets set on second down. Snyder takes the handoff. Barnett with the tackle. That's good for about 7 yards. A shotgun set for the offense. Running the RPO, he'll give it away and let the runner take it. And Reyes wrestles him down for the tackle. Gain of 4 on the play. Pittsburgh breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. Steps into the pocket. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tyler with the reception. And he'll be pulled down immediately. They covered a lot of ground on that play. The offense will operate from under center. Snyder takes the handoff. He's stopped in his tracks. They'll lose 1 on the play. Second and goal. He tosses one short to the sideline. And they are in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. They'll opt for the single point attempt here. Here's the kick. And it's good. And it's Pittsburgh who strikes first today with that score. Here comes the kicking team. Lane will boot it away here. Breaks away from the first defender, and he's brought to the turf. Let's see what Baltimore does to start this drive. The receiver goes into motion. Peters gives it away. Blackwell wrestles him to the ground. Gain of 1 on the play. The offense comes in on second down. 3 yards to go. Peters gives it away. Breaks free from the first tackle. Tackle by Haynes. Gain of 3 on the play. Third down. 14 yards to go. He makes the toss. Tackle made up by the 30-yard line. That will push them back 3 yards. The punt team makes its way up the line.
Go!
And Strong will kick it. And he's tackled. Let's see what Pittsburgh does to start this drive. He'll hand it off to Snyder. Got him down. Burke with the tackle. That gets us to second down. Pittsburgh gets set on second down. Steps into the pocket. It's a sack for Fitzgerald. They'll lose 8 on the play. The offense coming in with a 2-back set. QB back to pass. Throws it off to the left side. It's up. It is caught. Ripped to the ground. A nice pickup there by the offense. The offense will operate from under center. He steps back to pass. He decides to keep it himself, and he'll slide to the ground to protect himself. Short gain of 2. Pittsburgh breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. Finds a receiver along the sideline, and he's immediately brought down. Gain of 10 on the play. First and 10.
Go!
He hands it off to the right side, and he is tackled. That will bring up second down. Pittsburgh breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. He'll hand it off to Snyder. The tackle made by Cruz. That will bring up third down. A Pittsburgh third down coming up. He drops back into the pocket. The pass is caught. Barnett with the tackle. Gain of 19. The offense comes in with 2 receivers. He'll hand it off to Snyder. Chambers wrestles him to the ground. Gain of 10 on the play. Tenth play of the drive.
Tonight.
It'll be a run to the left side. He's put to the turf. That will give Pittsburgh a first down. First down and 10 to go. Snyder takes the handoff. And he's tackled. That will bring up second down. The offense comes in on second down. They'll only need to punch it forward a few inches. It'll be a run to the... And they are into the end zone. Pittsburgh touchdown. The kicking team sets up for the extra point.
Tonight.
It's up. And it's good. Pittsburgh adds to their lead with that score. The kicking team set up to boot it away. Lane will boot it away here. Let's see what Baltimore does to start this drive. Motion right.
Go!
Fake handoff. He'll keep it himself and look to run. And he's stopped up around the 20. That brings up second down. Second down. 9 yards to go. Peters steps back into the pocket. He launches one deep over to the right side. Tipped away and incomplete. The offense sets up in a single back set. Peters with the throw. He pulls it in, and he'll be pulled down immediately. A nice pickup there by the offense. Peters drops back to pass. And down he goes. That's a sack. That gets us to second down. Second down.
Tonight.
He hands it off to the right side. Brought down up near the line of scrimmage. A flag on the play. Let's see what the call is. They're going to flag the defense for a face mask there. They'll accept the penalty. Baltimore sets up on first down. Peters drops back to pass. He's got single coverage deep, looking to make something happen. Tipped away and incomplete. The offense comes in with 3 receivers. Player in motion to the left. He steps back to pass. A flag on the play. He's put to the turf. We'll see if things still stand after the penalty. Holding is going to be the call. The referee caught him, and they'll accept the penalty. Eighth play of the drive. Peters drops back to pass. Looking for a receiver down by the first down marker. And Kelly makes the tackle. That will be good for about 6. Second down for the offense. 13 yards to go. Peters drops back to pass. Throws a fastball. And it's knocked away by the defense. Baltimore breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. Peters drops back to pass. He makes the throw over the middle. And the pass misses the mark. Incomplete. The punt team takes the field.
Go!
And Strong will kick it. The punt will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Setting up shop from the 20. He makes the handoff to the outside. He's going to be brought down up near the 25. That gets us to second down. second play of the drive. Snyder takes the handoff. And he's stopped around the 40-yard line. That marks the end of the first quarter. Pittsburgh sitting comfortably in the driver's seat so far. First down and 10 to go.
Go!
Run to the right side. And he is tackled. That will bring up second down. Fourth play of the drive.
Tonight.
He'll hand it off to Snyder. The tackle made by Cruz. That will be good for about one. The offense coming in with a two-back set. He steps back to pass. He sees a target over the middle of the field. Batted down and incomplete. The offense sets up to punt one away.
Go!
The punt's away. The punt will sail into the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. They'll send a player in motion.
Tonight.
Left side handoff. He sheds off the defender. And he's tackled here. Gain of 6 on the play. The offense comes in on second down. 13 yards to go. Fake handoff. He'll keep it himself and look to run. And he wisely slides down. That's good for about 7 yards. First and 10. Motion for the offense. Peters lets it go. And it's deflected down. Incomplete. Fourth play of the drive. Player in motion. Peters gives it away. And the defender got him down. That will go for about 8 yards. Fifth play of the drive. Motion right. Hand off to the left side. And they're in. Touchdown, Baltimore. They'll opt for the single-point attempt here. Chambers kicks it away. And the kick is good. That will pull Baltimore a bit closer. The offense lines up to kick it off. Chambers kicks it away. And the defender got him down. Let's see what Pittsburgh does to start this drive. Snyder takes the handoff. Barnett with the tackle. That'll bring up second down. Pittsburgh breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. Motion right. He steps back to pass. He makes the throw up near the 45. And it's knocked away from the receiver. Incomplete. Third down and 10 to go. The runner takes it outside. And the tackle will be made by Cruz. That's good for about 2. The punt team lines up to kick this one away. He punts it away. He'll return the kick up near the 30. Let's see what Baltimore does to start this drive. Peters hands it off. He's tackled. Gain of 5 on the play. The offense comes in with 3 receivers. Peters hands it off. And the tackle is made. That'll bring up third down. Third down, coming up for Baltimore.
Go!
Peters lets it go. He steps out of bounds. That brings up fourth down. The offense lines up to punt. And Strong will kick it. And he's tackled. Let's see what Pittsburgh does to start this drive. He drops back, fakes the handoff and looks to pass. And he inhales that pass. He'll be brought down up near the 50. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. From under center. Snyder takes the handoff. Brought down up near the line of scrimmage. That will be good for about 1. Second down. 2 yards to go. He makes the toss. Breaks free from the first tackle. The ball comes out. And the defense brings him down. Tackle by Chambers. That will bring up third down. Third down for the offense. 3 yards to go. Snyder takes the handoff. And the tackle will be made by Burke. That will go for about 8 yards. Pittsburgh breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. QB back to pass. He tosses a floater, and the pass misses the mark. Incomplete. And the fourth down conversion comes up short. Let's see what Baltimore does to start this drive. The receiver goes into motion. QB back to pass. Finds a target. Pass complete. Tackle by Larson. A huge pickup there by the offense. Baltimore sets up on first down. Player in motion to the right. Peters drops back to pass. QB with the play fake. There's a flag on the play. The pass is knocked down. Incomplete. We'll see if that holds up after the penalty. They're going to flag the defender for pass interference. They will accept the penalty. The offense lines up on 1st and goal. Peters drops back to pass. He sets up and throws. He snags it out of the air. Touchdown! The kicking team sets up for the extra point.
Tonight.
Here's the kick. And the kick is good. Lining up for the kickoff. Chambers with the kick. He's tackled. Let's see what Pittsburgh does to start this drive. He'll hand it off to Snyder. Fitzgerald wrestles him to the ground. They'll pick up a couple yards there. Second down. Pitch to the right side. And the tackle is made. Gain of 5 on the play. Third down. 3 yards to go. Dropping back. There's a flag on the play. And Erickson's got him for the tackle. We'll see if things still stand after the penalty. It looks like the defense is going to get flagged for holding. It looks like they'll decline the penalty. A huge pickup there by the offense. 4th play of the drive. Motion for the offense. QB back to pass. Sets his feet and throws. He steps out of bounds. Gain of 13. Fifth play of the drive. Motion for the offense. He'll hand it off to Snyder. He's going to be brought down up near the 25. That'll go for about 3 yards. The offense comes in on second down. 7 yards to go. He hands it off. And the tackle is made. Gain of 6 on the play. The offense comes in with 3 receivers. He drops back. He tosses out a floater, and the pass misses the mark. Incomplete. The offense is set to try a field goal. Lane will boot it away here. And it will fall short of the uprights. No good. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. Peters gives it away. Broken tackle. And he wraps him up. Tackle made by Edwards. Gain of 13. First down and 10 to go. Peters gives it away. And he wraps him up. Tackle made by Edwards. Gain of 3 on the play. Pittsburgh calling a timeout here. They will have 2 remaining. Second down for the offense. Motion left. He drops back into the pocket. Peters with the throw. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. The offense has not had much luck converting on third downs today. He hands it to the running back. Rodgers brings him down. That's good for about 7 yards. Baltimore breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. Peters with the throw. The ball is caught, and he's hit right away and taken down. Gain of 13. First down and 10 to go. Peters steps back into the pocket. Throws it off to the left side. The pass is knocked down. Incomplete. The offense will operate from the gun. Peters steps back into the pocket. And it's knocked away from the receiver. Incomplete. Third down and 10 to go. Peters drops back to pass. He makes the throw, and he snagged it. And the tackle will be made by Daniels. Gain of 6 on the play. The kicking team lines up for a long field goal attempt. And it's good. Baltimore pulls ahead with that score. Here comes the kicking team. Chambers kicks it away. He's put to the turf. Let's see what Pittsburgh does to start this drive. A flag on the play. Ooh, somebody jumped. That's going to be a false start. They will accept the penalty. First down for the offense. He drops back into the pocket. Tosses it over the middle of the field. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. The defense breaks the huddle with 5 defensive backs. He tosses one. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. A Pittsburgh third down coming up. Snyder takes a handoff. And the defense brings him down. Tackle by Chambers. Gain of 17. First and 10. Dropping back. Tosses it over to the sideline. It's grabbed by Tyler. Gain of 11. First and 10. Steps into the pocket. Tipped away and incomplete. Pittsburgh breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. He drops back into the pocket. He sees a target over the middle of the field, and the pass falls to the ground. Third and 10. He'll hand it off to Snyder. And he's tackled up near the line of scrimmage. Short gain on the play. Pittsburgh calling a timeout here. They will have one remaining timeout. The punt team lines up to kick this one away. The punt's away. This punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see what Baltimore does to start this drive. Peters drops back to pass. Howell makes the catch. Tackle by Haynes. Gain of 20 on the play. Baltimore breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. There's a flag on the play. Complete to Blake. And Kelly makes the tackle. Let's see how the penalty affects that play. They're going to flag the defense for holding here, and they'll choose to decline the penalty. Gain of 18 on the play. The defense lines up in a 3-4. Peters drops back to pass. And he steps out of bounds. Gain of 7 on the play. Baltimore breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. Steps into the pocket. He's got a target near the 25. And it's knocked away by the defense. Fifth play of the drive. Peters steps back into the pocket. Howell makes the catch. Tackle by Haynes. A huge gain by the offense. That brings us to the end of the second quarter. Baltimore currently in the lead in a tight race. Lining up for the kickoff. Lane will boot it away here. Ripped to the ground. Let's see what Baltimore does to start this drive. Steps into the pocket. He makes the deep throw. Single coverage downfield. And he'll be pulled down immediately. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. The defense lines up in a 3-4. Ball goes to Robbins here. Colbert wrestles him to the ground. Gain of 5 on the play. The offense comes in on second down. 14 yards to go. Player in motion. Peters hands it off. The tackle is made. Gain of 10 on the play. Baltimore sets up on first down. Peters gives it away. He sheds off the defender, and he's brought to the turf. Gain of 10 on the play. Two backs for the offense. A flag on the play. It looks like the offense jumped a bit early there. And they'll take the penalty. Baltimore sets up on first down. Ball goes to Robbins here. Colbert wrestles him to the ground. That will be good for about 6. Baltimore breaks the huddle and comes up to the line.
Go.
Robbins will take the handoff. He's not going any further. That'll bring up third down. Three linemen and four linebackers for the defense. Motion right.
Tonight.
Peters gives it away. Breaks free from the first tackle. He's put to the turf. That'll bring up fourth down. The kicking team lines up for a short field goal.
Tonight.
Chambers with the kick. And the kick is good. Baltimore adds to their lead with that score. Lining up for the kickoff. Chambers with the kick. And he's brought down after taking the kick up near the 20-yard line. First down and 10 to go. He drops back into the pocket. Finds a target short along the sideline. And he's brought to the turf. That gets us to second down. Second play of the drive.
Tonight.
He hands it to the running back. And Brady brings him down. That will be good for about one. Third play of the drive.
Tonight.
Snyder takes the handoff. And Brady brings him down. That will push them back 3 yards. The punt team takes the field.
Tonight.
The punt's away. Missed tackle. And he is tackled. Let's see what Baltimore does to start this drive. Motion for the offense. He gives it away. And he'll be brought down by the defense. Tackle made by Kelly. A huge gain by the offense. Baltimore sets up on first down. Motion for the offense.
Tonight.
Peters gives it away, and he will be taken down. Tackle made by Edwards. That will be a loss of 2. Baltimore gets set up on second down. Steps into the pocket. Peters with the throw, and he'll be forced out of bounds. That'll bring up third down. Third down for the offense. 14 yards to go. He sees a target over the middle, and the pass falls to the ground. The field goal unit makes its way up to the line.
Tonight.
Chambers kicks it away. And it's good. Baltimore adds to their lead with that score. Lining up for the kickoff. Chambers kicks it away. And he's tackled. Pittsburgh sets up on first down.
Hike.
He'll hand it off to Snyder. There's a flag on the play, and the tackle will be made by Cruz. We'll see if that holds up after the penalty. I think the offense is going to get called for a hold here, and they'll accept the penalty. First down. Player in motion. He drops back to pass. He makes the throw up near the first down marker. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. Second and long for the offense.
Go.
He'll hand it off to Snyder. Chambers wrestles him to the ground. Gain of 11. The offense comes in on third down.
Go.
He'll hand it off to Snyder. And the tackle is made. They'll lose one on the play. The offense sets up to punt one away.
Tonight.
He punts it away. The runner breaks free. Tackled after returning it up near the 45-yard line. First down and 10 to go. The receiver goes into motion. Peters steps back into the pocket. He sends one deep down the left side. And the pass is incomplete. Second and 10. Robbins will take the handoff. And the tackle will be made by Daniels. Gain of 7 on the play. Third and short for the offense. QB back to pass. Brooks inhales that pass. Wrestle to the ground. Daniels with the tackle. That will give Baltimore a first down. Baltimore breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. Ball goes to Robbins here, and he will be taken down. Tackle made by Edwards. That'll bring up second down. Baltimore breaks the huddle and comes up to the line.
Go!
Peters hands it off. Wrapped up and brought down. Haynes with the tackle. Gain of 15. Sixth play of the drive. Peters drops back to pass. He sends this one into the end. Got it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The offense sets up for the point after.
Hike.
Chambers with the kick. And the kick is good. Baltimore adds to their lead with that score. The offense lines up to kick it off. Chambers with the kick. And down he goes. First down and 10 to go. The receiver goes into motion.
Hike.
Hand off to the left side. Fitzgerald with the tackle. That will bring up second down. A two tight end set for the offense. Receiver in motion. Dropping back. Play action fake. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. The offense comes in on third down. 12 yards to go. QB back to pass. Makes the throw near the 35-yard line. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. The offense lines up to punt. He punts it away. He dodges away. The tackle is made. Let's see what Baltimore does to start this drive. Motion left. He hands it to the running back. Wrapped up and brought down. Haynes with the tackle. That brings up second down. Baltimore breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. Peters drops back to pass. He makes the short throw. And he'll be brought down by the defense. Tackle made by Kelly. That's good for about 7 yards. Third down coming up for Baltimore. Motion for the offense. Peters gives it away. Rodgers brings him down. Gain of 8 on the play. Baltimore breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. Peters steps back into the pocket. Wade broke free, sacked him. Loss of 6 on the play. The offense lines up on second and long. Player in motion to the right. QB back to pass. He makes the throw by the 20-yard line. And Powell snags it for the catch. Wrestle to the ground. Daniels with the tackle. That will give Baltimore a first down. Baltimore sets up on first down. That brings us to the end of the third quarter. Baltimore sitting comfortably in the driver's seat so far. Operating from the gun. Peters drops back to pass. Throws a pass. The pass connects. They break the plane. Touchdown, Baltimore. They'll opt for the single-point attempt here. The kick is up. And it sails through. Baltimore adds to their lead with that score. Lining up for the kickoff. He'll send this one deep. And he's brought down after taking the kick up near the 20-yard line. Pittsburgh sets up on first down.
Hike.
Run to the right side. He's going to be brought down up near the 25. Gain of 5 on the play. second play of the drive.
Go!
He tosses one, and he snagged it. And he'll be forced out of bounds. A huge pickup there by the offense. The offense lines up on 1st and goal. Motion left. He'll hand it off to Snyder. And the defender makes the tackle. That brings up 2nd down. Pittsburgh breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. Motion for the offense.
Go!
He'll hand it off to Snyder, and the tackle will be made by Cruz. They'll lose 1 on the play. A Pittsburgh 3rd down coming up.
Go!
He'll hand it off to Snyder. Fitzgerald wrestles him to the ground. That'll be good for a couple yards. A short field goal attempt for the offense. Lane kicks it away, and it's good. Pittsburgh will pull a bit closer. The offense lines up to kick it off. Lane will boot it away here. And down he goes. Let's see what Baltimore does to start this drive. Peters gives it away, slides off the defender. And he is eventually brought down. Gain of 14 on the play. First and 10. He makes the throw over the middle. Brooks inhales that pass. And the tackle will be made by Daniels. That will give Baltimore a first down. First and 10.
Go!
Ball goes to Robbins here. And he's brought down before making it too far. That's good for about 2. The offense comes in on 2nd down. 2 yards to go. He drops back to pass. He's got a target down near the 5-yard. They break the plane. Touchdown, Baltimore. We'll see if the penalty affects the outcome. They're going to get the receiver for pass interference here, and they'll take the penalty. Three linemen and 4 linebackers for the defense. Peters drops back to pass. He sees a target over the middle. Brooks inhales that pass. Wrestle to the ground. Daniels with the tackle. Gain of 20 on the play. Baltimore breaks the huddle and comes up to the line.
Go!
QB with the play fake. And count it. Baltimore touchdown. They'll opt for the single point attempt here.
Hike!
The kick is up. And it sails through. Baltimore adds to their lead with that score. The offense lines up to kick it off. He kicks it deep. And down he goes. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Motion right. Steps into the pocket. Makes the throw deep over the middle. And he misses the target. Second down and 10 to go. Dropping back. Tosses a pass. It's grabbed by Tyler. He crosses the goal line. Touchdown! The kicking team lines up for the PAT. Lane kicks it away. And the kick is good. Pittsburgh will pull a bit closer. Here comes the kicking team. Lane kicks it away. Shakes off the first tackle, and the tackle is made. Let's see what Baltimore does to start this drive. Peters drops back to pass. He decides to throw it deep into heavy coverage, and it's knocked away from the receiver. Incomplete. Second and 10. Peters steps back into the pocket. And he's brought down in the backfield for a sack. They'll lose 8 on the play. Third down. They'll send a player in motion. Throws a pass. And it's deflected down. Incomplete. The offense lines up to punt. There's a flag on the play. Ooh, somebody jumped. That's going to be a false start. They'll accept the penalty. The punt team takes the field. Strong on the kick. And down he goes. Let's see what Pittsburgh does to start this drive. Motion right. Kennedy takes the handoff. Fitzgerald with the tackle. Gain of 1 on the play. Pittsburgh breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. He drops back into the pocket. He makes the throw deep downfield into heavy coverage. The big play complete. And he's hit right away and taken down. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. Operating from the gun. He drops back. Makes the throw at the sideline. Gain of 3 on the play. Second down. 7 yards to go. Penalty flag on the field. Ooh, somebody jumped. That's going to be a false start. They'll accept the penalty. Second down for the offense. 12 yards to go.
Tonight.
Makes the throw near the 35-yard line. That's good for about 2. The defense lines up in a 4-3. Throws a pass, and it's knocked away from the receiver. Incomplete. The offense is going for it here on 4th and 10. QB back to pass. Tyler with the reception, and he'll be pulled down immediately. Gain of 12 on the play. First and 10. Steps into the pocket. Tosses it over to the sideline, and the pass misses the mark. Incomplete. Second and 10 for the offense. Player in motion to the right. QB back to pass. A flag on the play. And the pass falls to the ground. We'll see if things still stand after the penalty. Holding is going to be the call. The referee caught him. They'll accept the penalty. The offense sets up with 2 backs.
Tonight.
He sets up and throws. Snyder pulls it in, and he'll be brought down up near the 5-yard line. Gain of 13. The offense lines up on 1st and goal. Motion for the offense. He drops back into the pocket. Brady busts through. He sacked him. Loss of 7. The defense breaks the huddle with 5 defensive backs. Motion right. QB back to pass. He makes the throw near the goal line. The pass is incomplete. Third and goal. He steps back to pass. And it's knocked away by the defense. Fourth down and goal for the offense. They don't want to settle for 3 points here. He makes the throw over to the right side of the end zone. And the ball is batted down. And the 4th down conversion comes up short. Let's see what Baltimore does to start this drive. Peters hands it off. Tackle made by Tolbert. Gain of 12 on the play. First and 10. Peters hands it off. He shakes off the tackler. Tackle made by Tolbert. That'll bring up second down. Second down. They'll only need to punch it forward a few inches. second down and short.
Go!
Peters hands it off. Rodgers brings him down. That will give Baltimore a first down. It's a Pittsburgh timeout. They'll have 2 remaining. First down and 10 to go. He'll pitch it off to the runner. Broken tackle. The tackle is made. That will go for about 5 yards. Pittsburgh calling a timeout here. That will be their second timeout. Baltimore breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. Peters hands it off. He's stopped in his tracks. That will push them back 3 yards. Timeout Pittsburgh. That will be their third and final timeout. Third down, 2 yards to go.
Go!
Peters hands it off. Tackle made by Larson. That will bring up fourth down. The offense lines up to punt. And Strong will kick it. And the kick goes out of bounds. Let's see what Pittsburgh does to start this drive. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And the pass is incomplete. Pittsburgh gets set on second down. Throws it off to the left side. Tyler with the reception. And they are in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The offense sets up for the point after. Lane will boot it away here. And the kick runs out of gas before making it in. No good. Pittsburgh will pull a bit closer. The offense will take the kickoff conversion here. They'll start 4th and 12 from their own 28. He steps back to pass. The pass is knocked down. Incomplete. They're unable to convert, and the defense will take over. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. And he takes a knee. The offense will operate from under center. And he takes a knee. That will do it for us today. For the entire Axis football crew, my name is Andy McNamara. We'll see you next game.